Welcome to part 3, the final video in this series regarding the Muay Thai roundhouse kick. Now real quickly, if you haven't watched the part 1 video or the part 2, it'd probably behoove you to go back and watch those because there's some great drills and techniques to kind of get you up to this point. Of course, you can watch this one and apply these drills and then go back and use those drills as well. Again, I developed this video series from a request that I had on how to show how to teach a beginner how to throw kicks. But as I was doing it, these are techniques that I use again beyond just beginner. I use these for beginner, intermediate, advanced. It doesn't matter. Whatever level you're at, you could benefit from these drills. A lot of the time, we don't even realize that our kick needs to be tweaked a little bit for it to be improved upon. But if we appreciate our Muay Thai training and we respect our craft, then we will take the time to really drill down and perfect the things that are important in that martial art, which are, again, in Muay Thai, it is this roundhouse kick. So let's jump right into it. In this video, we're going to do these drills on a bag. Again, this came to me from some people who were training at home. Some of the requests came from people who have a home gym. They weren't training in a gym, but they do have a bag. I would imagine at some point, if you're training Muay Thai, you are going to get some work on a bag. Now, the two drills I want to cover are really going to help two things. It's going to help extension with the final whipping through of your roundhouse kick, and also it's going to help continuing to open up this hip. That just seems to be the biggest issue I see with people learning Muay Thai, or even people who've done Muay Thai for a while and then they just don't keep an eye on their kick or keep training it to make sure it stays sharp, keep sharpening that weapon. They start to forget to open up their hip. So let's talk about the first drill. The first drill, and I teach beginners this all the time, is really I want you to come up and I want you to kind of place your shin on the bag. And then I want you to push off. What we're doing is we're understanding placement, where we're supposed to kick. When people first start hitting bags, it's weird. They hit their ankle like this. They turn, they smash their ankle like that by just hitting their foot. And so by really dorsiflexing my foot and making a kind of a hook and latching onto the bag, then resting my shin, right? This is kind of a good balancing position. And then you push off. Now what the push gives you is it helps work on that whip, okay? It's what we call the dragon's tail. It's that last little whip on your kick that carries you through. So you place, again, balancing hand, and you push off. Again, we take that step, pivot, place, push off. Step, pivot, place my shin, push off. The benefit of that drill, again, is to help with the final whip or the dragon's tail of your kick that whips through the target. I usually do like 10 on each leg. You can do however many sets you want. The next drill got from Grandmaster Toddy. I learned watching him teach kicks again. And it was really, again, it's about opening the hip, okay? So what you see a lot of people doing when they're kicking is this. They try to kick hard, and they kick and they drive this shoulder thinking that's going to somehow make their kick more powerful. Listen, you probably do it because I see so many people do it. And another reason they're driving this forward is this fear of imbalance. So they think somehow when they whip, by squaring their shoulders back up, that they regain their balance. So they kick and then they turn their shoulders back this way as their kick going that way. Again, opposing forces. So what you have to learn to do is pull this shoulder back, which helps whip this leg through. And what you end up doing is you have a counterbalance. You have your leg up, you have your shoulder and your hand over here, and they're kind of counterbalancing, and you're spinning, again, on your foundational leg. See video number 2. You step, and this shoulder, it has to come back. Okay, so what drill are we using to ensure that? What you want to do is you need to kick, completely turn your hips and your shoulders. And you're going to look in the opposite direction, okay? So I'm going to step, pivot, turn. Step, pivot, turn. So your torso has these 4 points, right? See this square? If you're turning your torso this way, right? Shoulders, all of it. There's no way your hip doesn't open up. In an effort to prevent these kicks here, where you're locked in, this hip is locked. Boom. People kicking like this. People kicking like this, pulling this arm forward. Right? Again, by spinning, you open your hip. Then your shoulders turn, your body opens, your hip opens, and then your dragon tail whips. So once you've dialed in your technique, and then you've mastered your balance, you add speed. Then the power comes. Power comes last, always. If I don't have the technique, people come in or people training, you think you just haul off and swing that leg, you're off balance, you're not aiming, you have no accuracy, no balance. You can hurt your training partner or yourself on top of looking a bit foolish. Slow yourself down. Get the techniques right. Get your balance dialed in. Get your conditioning up, because for you to maintain the technique and balance, you have to have conditioning. When you're tired, things start to collapse. Then at the end of all that, you sprinkle in a little speed, then comes the power. Hop. 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 Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this series of videos and I hope it helps you out. Try the drills, improve your kicks, and enjoy training. Thank you for watching. Stick around the channel. I'm sure you might find something else you like, especially if you took the time to watch these videos. We post a lot of videos in the realm of martial arts, fitness, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai. And if you want to support us, please be sure to like and subscribe. Okay guys, thank you again. And I'll see you in the next video.